Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It is that time, man. It is the Money Market Cave. I know it is Wednesday shit. People get busy, but I gotta give y'all a show, man. I got a full house. My boys, my brothers from other mothers are here in the building. They came to kick it with me today, man, because we got a lot of shit to talk about. Definitely got to talk about this Kendrick and Drake, all this good stuff, NBA playoffs, NFL draft recap. But you know how I do it, man. I like to talk about it. I like to get into it. So if you like it, here it go, and let's get this bitch started. Let's go.
Swagger pimp, yeah. Can't now another nigga like me. Yeah. Okay, it goes 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rockin'. It's time for hip hop. On they reach watch, no sir, not for show. No bars made up for fairy tales. I'm trying for a tragedy, I know it well. So put your hands up in the air just for the winners. A peace sign of pimps, the prostitutes, the sinners. We all deserve a second chance, but we products of illusion and victims of our own circumstance. Apply the pressure, I bet you can. Live the life that you love, shout out to Rand. Love the life that you live, shout out again. It ain't a tough pill to swallow once you comprehend.
No doubt, baby. Here we go, baby. MCXPRadio holding it down. People, everybody that's tuning in, my brothers as well, man. You guys are officially kicking it in the Monday Man Cave here. Like I said, I know we're doing it on a Wednesday. People get busy, man, but I gotta give you a show every week how I do it, man. I got Broken in the building. I got Chris in the building, man. We gonna do this thing like we always do. Fellas, how y'all feeling, man?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Anytime,
great.
bro. Anytime, man. I appreciate you guys coming through. Like I said, people, we got a lot to talk about, and I don't want to hold y'all too long. We about to get straight into it. So here we go. He reads 3 points. Let's kick it. All right, man. 3 points. First and foremost, man, let's talk about this in the NFL draft that has just came, gone, and went. A number of teams out here doing their thing. You know what it is. Every single year, you have the NFL draft, and these teams come out. They're trying to basically get themselves better for the next year. Y'all know, man. And this year was actually kind of actually pretty good because a lot of the people that they had in this draft seemed coming in starting for changing franchises. But I think one of the main stories was all of the quarterbacks that got taken out of this draft. Especially seeing guys like Caleb Williams going to the Bears, number one overall, number one. Jaden Daniels out of LSU going number two with the Commanders. Patriots getting Drake May. I mean, and I think the biggest thing, man, I think the biggest head scratcher for everybody was Atlanta picking up Michael Penix after they just signed Kirk Cousins over the weekend. I mean, well, not over the weekend, but over the offseason. So, I don't know what it is. Shout out to my boy Grandizer, man. Appreciate you. Grandizer always comes through, show love, man. What's up with it, baby? Who they all day? You know what it is. Man, I know you guys, Chris is a Colts fan. I know my boy Broken. Brian, man, you're a Chargers fan. How y'all feeling about the draft, man?
I feel good about our picks, the Chargers. I feel good. I think we did a good job. Most of the analysis that I've seen so far from different pundits have put us in the top, at least the top five of draft classes out of all the teams that picked. Chicago and Pittsburgh are also two other teams who are listed as high as having great classes, and the Eagles as well. So I think between those four teams, you can interchange a few of those and decide who had the best class. But I love our picks, honestly.
Okay. Okay. And I'm hearing that y'all talking to our ex wide receiver Tyler Boyd. So y'all might mess around to get him. Let's see, man. Because y'all did end up taking, I think, what was that dude, Joe Alt or something like that. I don't know what the new coach has going for y'all, but I feel it's a rebuild for the Chargers, man.
Wait, you don't know? You don't know what Jim Harbaugh has going? Jim
I
Harbaugh is
don't. I
going
mean, I'm not following
well.
the Chargers that strong.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let you know. Jim Harbaugh is going to do what he always does, which is build offense and defense from the line out. You see what I'm saying? So like that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna start with O line and D line, and that's how he's gonna build his team. He's gonna build his team from the lines and from the center out. So he's always gonna try to come with a strong offensive line, a strong defensive line. He wants to run the ball and he wants to stop the run. And he wants to protect the quarterback, and hopefully Herbert will be getting hit less, and hopefully he won't have to throw as much.
Yeah, and you need weapons. And you need weapons because then all your weapons are gone.
Well, I
You gotta
mean,
need weapons.
his offensive play style, Harbaugh offensive play style is clock control. So if you control the clock, if you run the ball and you control the clock, and you win time of possession, you know what I'm saying? Like the other team's weapons aren't on the field as much because you're on the field. If you're on the field, um, taking up a lot of time of possession, that's less chance for the other team's offense to do damage. And yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we do need receiving weapons, yeah, offensive receive, and I guess you could say running back weapons too, because Eckler is gone as well.
Hmm.
So we'll see what they do with what we have left. We got two running backs from the Ravens, two running backs from the Ravens, and got J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. We drafted a running back in this draft. We drafted two wide receivers, including Jerry Rice's son.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
So,
He ain't gonna be his daddy, but
well, actually, we drafted three wide receivers. We drafted three wide because we drafted Lad McConkey in the second round early. We traded up to get him from Georgia, and they're they're comparing him to Cooper Cup. That's who they're comparing him to. I'm not sure he'll be Cup right out the gate, obviously. Cup is already a record-setting wide receiver.
hmm.
But if he can be close to that, that'll be great.
Chris, man, do you pay attention to the NFL draft, man?
Nope, not even a little bit.
Nah, bro.
All I know is the Colts had 7 picks.
That's all he knows. The Colts had 7 picks.
Colts
They
had
made
7
their picks. It
Man,
is
look,
what it is.
you know what it is. Lakers are putting us through, or the Lakers put us through.
A
So,
blender.
yeah, you know.
Okay. That was actually my second point. So keep it going, man. Because I
Well, no.
know
What do you feel about your
Yeah.
draft? What about your draft and the Bengals? What?
Bengals did an amazing job. I think they did a good job, and I think they really set up for the future. They got that offensive tackle Mims from Georgia to help out with that old line. So right now, I'm looking at that old line. All of those guys from Mims to Trent Brown to Orlando Brown, all of these guys are 6'8", 300 fucking pounds. 6'8", 300 pounds. So I mean, their main focus is making sure that Joe Burrow stays healthy and stays up, and he's not getting hit and knocked down with the sacks. Um, yeah, pause. Um,
With
um,
this,
uh, but they did get the receiver from Alabama. Um, a couple more extra. Look. To me, right now, looking at it, Cincinnati is looking at Super Bowl or bust. My only concern right now is probably what they're going to end up doing with T. Higgins in the offseason. And I also know Trey Hendrickson was somewhere talking about possibly wanting to trade or something like that. All you got to do is just offer money. Just the main issue is the fact that we got to get Jamar Chase signed. Depending on how much Jamar takes, man, they can give some money to T. I want T to stay, but I just don't want to give T up for free. And I know he's playing on that franchise tag, and already for 1 year on that franchise tag, he's already getting like 20 million from that franchise tag off top. So in that aspect, to me, if you're gonna let him go, you need to trade him and trade him for a damn good asset. And everybody's been saying just try to go ahead and get like Justin Jefferson or do whatever you can, reunite all the boys from LSU, put them on Cincinnati, which would be an amazing thing to do. But only
Jefferson.
time will tell.
Ooh, how can y'all afford Jefferson and Chase?
If there's a will, there's a way. Especially if those guys all played together and won national championships. Believe me, if there's a will, there's a way. But
They
like I said,
they all want their money, and you won't have no defense.
yeah, but we've been setting up for defense. We've been drafting and getting some good players for defense. That's been holding down, so it's all good. Man, look, Grandizer, man, I love you, dude, bro, because you keep it 100, man. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Laughter is a good healing, man. But fellas, I know y'all want to talk about this, man. Let's go ahead to the NBA playoffs. My point number 2. Look, we can talk about the Suns getting swept by the damn Wolves. I don't care too much about the Suns, anyways. I've said it a million times,
Well,
not just on my show, but I've said it on, Big Game Sports Buzz and all that stuff, man. I really don't give two craps about the Phoenix Suns. I do like Kevin Durant. I do like Bradley Beal. I can't stand Devin Booker. I used to actually be a Phoenix Suns, follower and fan, like back in the day when they had like Kevin Johnson, you know what I'm saying, the Dan Marley era and all that stuff, man. But this new crop of Phoenix Suns
This new
players is
crap.
just
This new crap.
they can kick rocks. They can just all kick rocks, man. But you guys being Lakers fans, man, tell me, man, spill it, bro, spill it, because I know it's been built up. I've been reading it in the chat. I know. But I told y'all guys before the season started that y'all wasn't gonna beat Denver. I told y'all, and I wasn't even.
Who are
Y'all,
you? Who are you to tell us something? I told you guys.
what are you talking about, bro? I was being logical, and y'all actually came at me like I was actually being a hater. No, I was being logical. Denver is a good freaking team, bro.
Coming
From
from
head to toe, they're a good team, bro.
that's hate coming from a Mavericks fan. It's hate.
Yeah,
No,
can I say I told you the Clippers was gonna beat y'all? Can I say
you
that?
could
Am
have
I
said
allowed to
that. I
say
wouldn't
that?
have cared. I wouldn't have cared if you said that. It is what it
It's
is.
hate.
Because you have your opinion.
It's still hate.
But
It's hate.
we still playing. As a
See, it's
matter of
hate.
fact, we still playing. While you dissing, we in the game right now. Like I'm just saying.
I told y'all wasn't young.
I mean,
I
they
just didn't think
had
I
a
didn't think the
reason.
matchup was good
I
enough.
guess I know the matchup was fine. We could have beat them niggas, but if you want to say bad coaching, cool. If you want to say lack of talent, cool. I just know that if we face the Thunder in the first round, it's not a sweep, but we get them in 6. I think we get anybody we could have faced outside of Denver in the playoffs, we get them in 6.
And maybe Minnesota.
Maybe Minnesota, maybe.
They're playing really good right now.
But they're an easier matchup than Denver. Actually, everybody is outside of Denver. They all easy matchups for us.
I agree on that though. I agree on that. Like I do agree on that. I just felt like Denver was just a much tougher team.
They're defending champs, so we didn't lose to no slouches. We didn't lose to no bitch niggas. So
Which y'all didn't, and y'all put up one hell of a fight. But LeBron can only do so much, and
It could have been
people.
a better fight. I mean, the games were close and everything like that, but you still lost 4-1. So I don't care if people talk about how close the games were. 4-1, there's still a chasm in the actual results.
Mm,
and
mm.
we said all those games and leading in all those games. For a while, we led the entire most of the series. You want to call it coaching? Cool. You want to call it lack of talent? Cool. I said it's a combination of both. But we do know that AD and LeBron was not really the issue. They played lights out, you know. But
Until AD got hurt again.
Yeah.
What happened, man? He just got bumped on the shoulder and went down to the ground.
I don't know. I saw the play and they just kind of like bumped each other. But it didn't look crazy. But he immediately went down. So we stay in the game now. Would have made a difference.
He stayed in the game. He still got a couple rebounds. You could see he was still hurting or whatever, but he toughed it out and he stayed in there. And yeah, I don't think that injury was a factor in the loss.
Y'all saw the post of Jeannie Buss possibly re-signing LeBron for another 3 years.
Yeah, that's business. You opt out, re-up. You're not going nowhere else. Like he's not. There's other interests in NBA outside of basketball. So
yeah, I think he set roots in Los Angeles. His kids are here. His kids grew up here. I think they like it here. So I don't see him moving to especially any cold weather cities. So Miami would be probably one of the only other destinations that he'll possibly go at this point in his career. And yeah, I think he's just gonna I think he's content to finishing out LA. And obviously Laker brass are of the same mind and they're gonna go ahead and let him finish his career here. They don't plan on moving on from him. The Lakers have always liked superstars, and Jeannie is not her father. I think Jeannie is holding on a little too long in this situation, in my opinion. But go ahead.
No, you're right. It's time for that we gotta have the superstar, the aging superstar. We gotta that needs to be done. That it's over with for that. It's done.
So what are you saying, Chris? If it's over for that, then what are you saying?
After LeBron retires or if he decides to leave or whatever, then we'll have a pretty decent chance of building around AD and Reeves and Rui. Probably Vando if he could stay healthy, but all the rest of them niggas can go. Like all the rest.
I heard a lot of hate about D'Lo, man.
He was leaving anyway, though. He was leaving anyway. He's going to get paid somewhere, but not by us.
I guess he's planning on opting out.
Yeah, he's going to opt out.
Yeah,
because we're not giving him what he's going to be asking for.
Even if LeBron goes, or when he does, they're going to bring in some other superstar somewhere, some way, somehow they will. I don't know who, but
well, that's their goal. I guess that's how
the business is ran. We'll get the star on the leg. They're not their last leg, but when they've clearly hit their prime, it's in their prime is already past them, but they're still good, right? Because I can see him doing that shit with Kevin Durant eventually, trying to sign him eventually when he's in his last leg, like because he's a superstar.
They'll try to do it. They'll try to do it with any superstar, and I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that business model. But LA yearns for superstars and stars and stuff like that. But I don't like the idea of the Lakers becoming the last destination point of all of these stars around the league. Like that's kind of dumb to me.
Because and it's funny you say that because it was quite a few years ago when you saw like Gary Payton and Karl Malone, all those guys joining the Lakers, trying to get that last hurrah and trying to get that championship. You know what I'm saying? So I remember all of that. So yeah.
Just that's
you would hate to see that, but
it cost us a lot. Like we haven't had a consistent team since Kobe was playing. And before that, so we need to get a consistent team because Minnesota's going to be there, and Denver's going to be there. Dallas is going to be there. It ain't going to be like you can get the superstar and it's going to be cool and shit. Like no, we gotta. These things come out here to play.
Yeah, West is stacked. The West has always been stacked, man. West. My man Granddad's Avery. Why you hate the Suns? What did they ever do to you? I'm a Suns fan. I don't ever put you down. Granddad's look, I got love for you, bro. Look, I just don't.
You saying hurtful things, fam.
Say, look, man, look. Again, I like KD, I like Bill. But the rest of the motherfuckers can kiss my ass.
I'm a Suns fan. I've been following the Suns because KD's my favorite player in the league right now. So I've been following the Suns. I'm not a real big fan of the squad, but I'm not a big fan of Booker neither.
I
Just
don't like Booker, bro. I
don't like him.
some
I'm not a fan.
some about Booker just gets under my skin. I don't know what it is because he can hoop his ass off.
He sure
But-
can.
Wait, I mean, it has to be something, right? I mean, Booker didn't Booker directly go at Doncic? Like, so didn't they have some battles?
Oh yeah, I mean
or,
they've had their beef, and Dallas has whooped that ass every time. So Booker, shut up, sit down, shut up and sit down, and try to win your championship or a playoff series, bro. Stop getting swept. First round exits. I'm sorry, Granddaughter, but that's just the way it is, man. That's your squad. Hey, I had to deal with it for years being a Cincinnati Bengals fan, bro. You can take it. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But I digress in the points.
I haven't had a problem. I haven't had a problem with the Suns since Rajah Bell and Steve Nash was there, and
That was a cold
I
squad. And
I
Amari
hated
Stoudemire,
Many problems.
I hated the Suns during that era, and
that's
I
that
hated
Donnie Nelson era, right?
Donnie Nelson.
Wait, who was the coach?
Uh,
No, it
uh,
wasn't I'm thinking Donnie
no, is
Nelson.
it
Donnie Nelson
is
was
it
with the Warriors.
the 7 second
D'Antoni.
off? Yeah, D'Antoni, 7 second
It's that
offense.
D'Antoni offense, yeah.
So I hated them then, and I felt like Steve Nash stole the MVP from Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Kobe deserved one that was given to Nash. So I didn't like that squad, and a lot of the hate that I have for certain teams is because they beat us. They beat my teams. So
Yeah.
The Suns. A lot of the hate I have for Suns is actually respect. Like I hated Jordan because Jordan won all the time. You know what I'm saying? And the Bulls were not my favorite team. So a lot of times when I hate a squad, it's not necessarily out of hating the personality or whatever, or the person. It's because they're good and because they beat my team. So my hate, a lot of times for a particular team is out of respect for their skill or whatever. So I can admit that the Suns were very skilled then, but I hated them, and I hated how hard Bell played against Kobe, and I just I didn't like the team, and especially when we were up 3-1. We were up 3-1 against them, and we should have won that series. I believe that was either a semifinals. I think that was a semifinals, and we lost, and they came back and beat us, and that hurt. That really hurt. So it's always a lot of Laker haters, and it's always a lot of even in Los Angeles, even living in Los Angeles, you'll run into almost as many Laker haters as you'll run into Lakers fans. It's crazy that it's
Hates
like that.
Not because they like a fan of a different team or anything like that. They just hate the Lakers just for simply hating the Lakers. It's weird.
Yeah, they don't. A lot of times they don't even be basketball fans. They just hate the Lakers. Like, well, what's your favorite team? Oh, I don't have a favorite team. Like that's the favorite line of a Laker hater is I don't have a favorite team, but I just hate the Lakers, right? Like I've heard that so many times, and you just gotta hear it from them. Well, the Lakers ain't gonna win. The Lakers told you they wasn't gonna win. Told you that. See, like you came, like
Yeah, we
first
know
thing
it.
out of your fucking mouth was, I told you they wasn't gonna win. Like,
What percentage of LA are actually Clippers fans?
maybe 15%, 20%.
I was gonna say 25.
Well, Granddaughter, come on, bro. Baby, you came at me from Dennis better hating the Suns. It's like hating on your grandma. It's un-American. He has, I get broken. He's got the respect. Granddaughter, we would just agree to disagree. See, agree to disagree. That's what it's all about, bro. Agree or we disagree. You still my dude, bro. I'm just not a Suns fan. And you cannot like the Mavericks or whoever, bro. Like you can throw the jab back, bro. I ain't tripping either way, man. You still my boy. I'm just saying I don't like.
There's a team I don't like outside of the Clippers. I don't like them at all, but
they'll never win a championship.
No, I hate the Celtics. I hate the Celtics
Oh,
guts,
I don't like Boston either.
I've said that before. I hate everything about the Celtics. I hate their uniforms. I hate the way they look. I hate the
The way
players.
that you look, the way that you
I
dress.
hate I hate their court. I hate their court. I hate their stadium. I hate their logo. All of their logos. I can't stand anything about that organization. Period.
I mean, I should.
The Thunder,
The only player on Boston I do not totally completely hate is Tatum, and that's because he has the respect for Kobe. But other than that, I don't like Jaylen Brown. I think he's overrated. You know what I'm saying? Smart was a good defensive player. You know what I'm saying? So I can give him respect for that. He played very hard on defense, and he was a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? But I hate the Celtics. I can't stand them. I hate everything about that team. Everything they stand for. I hate them and everything they stand for.
Hey man, it be like that. It be like that. I don't really care for Boston that much neither, man. We had what do y'all think about this Thunder team, man? Thunder sweeping the Pelicans. I mean, it is Pelicans, but can that Thunder squad really like?
I'm gonna be totally honest with you, dog. I have not been watching that series.
I watched maybe bits and pieces of games, but we're cooking that squad. We're cooking the Thunder if we met them in the first round.
Hell yeah, I believe that.
You're cooking them niggas. But hey,
they could beat the Pelicans, but I think coming into like the next series,
anybody can beat the Pelicans. The Pelicans are trash.
Yeah.
But I think Thunder. I think they're a young squad, but I don't think that they really have any. They ain't really got like muscle. You know what I'm saying? Like they got just lanky.
I don't think they have enough experience to beat.
In that too.
To beat any of these teams.
I think if they play Dallas the next series, because whoever wins this Mavs Clippers series is gonna end up playing the Thunder. I think whoever wins this series, we gonna beat them. We'll beat them. Currently Mavs are up 38-31 in the second quarter.
In a series of like what's the series?
No, series is tied 2-2.
Okay.
So we're up in this game. Let's go. Come on,
y'all
man.
got 6.
I think so too. We win this, we gonna win it back in Dallas. I think we'll do that. I don't really care too much about the Pacers and Bucks or the Cavs and Magic, but the Knicks and 76ers has actually been a little interesting.
That's been a great series. I've been that series. I've been watching all of those games, and that's high level basketball. That's some of the best basketball I've seen in the playoffs in a few years. Like honestly, it's very high level basketball. It's really good basketball that they're playing, and it's tough, and it's been a little dirty at times.
Yeah. I lean more towards the Knicks finishing it out. But man, if it goes to a game 7,
if it goes to game 7, I'm giving it to Philly. But I wholeheartedly expect the Knicks to close this shit out.
They should.
They should close it out. But if it go to 7, I'm giving it to Philly.
Anything can happen in game 7s, and but I think the momentum, if it goes to game 7, the momentum and all of the confidence will be in Philadelphia's court at that point. And I wouldn't want to have to stop Embiid and Maxey in a game 7.
Yeah. And then New York had the home court, right? New York had the home court.
I believe so. I think they're they're the 2 seed.
They're the 2 seed. Yeah, they're the 2 seed.
Yeah,
they're the 2 seed. Yeah.
All right, man. That's gonna be some good basketball, man. So I can't wait to see what's gonna go on, man.
If they lose game 7 at home, Stephen A is gonna have a fucking aneurysm on air. Like his head, like we're gonna see the first person in human history's head explode like live on television.
Because it's been shit season after shit season for them, and we gotta hear from Stephen A and shit because he
And don't get me wrong, I got respect for like the New York Knicks, man, but like some of their fans are like, motherfuckers is kind of annoying. I
Aren't
guess
all
it isn't.
fan bases annoying though if it's not your own?
No, no,
I know we annoying.
no. I
some
mean,
of it, some of
look, the only
my fellow fans are annoying to me.
the
Some
only
of
thing that makes the main thing that makes Lakers fans annoying to me is the fact that they always bring up the 17 championships and shit like that.
I
Like,
mean, if you
and they always bring it, which I understand, and it's cool, but it's always like you just try to like it's like a knife that you always just try to poke and say, oh nigga, well, it don't matter. We got 17. It's like, okay, bro, all right, whatever.
if other teams had it, they would be able. They
Cool.
would say it. Only us in the fucking.
But I understand. I understand. I understand. Uh, but I heard Boston fans are just like the most racist out of everywhere. I feel you. I feel you on that, Broken. I wouldn't even want to play there. I would be mad as hell if I got drafted or even traded there. And probably just stay in the house and just I go from the house to the gym and back home. Like you would never see me outside. Really, you never see me outside. Let's move to the next point real quick, man. I don't know if you guys heard, man, because this fight is going to be live on the Netflix. But the Jake Paul, the Mike Tyson fight is now considered a real fight. The state of Texas now has sanctioned this to be a real fight, so it will count on their actual records. Now, the funny part is a lot of people are giving Jake Paul the advantage, pretty much.
Yeah.
Saying, since he's younger and everything like that, he has the advantage over Mike Tyson. And a lot of people are saying that Mike won't be able to withstand what Jake Paul has to offer. Mike Tyson did come out and said he has not had sex and he has not smoked weed for 6 weeks. He's dumbing himself down and he's trying to get focused for this fight. My biggest thing is people is going to let me the fuck down if Mike ends up taking a dive, which I hope and pray that he does not take no dive. Especially with this being live on Netflix, everybody and their mom is going to be tuning into this. So, it is what it is. But I'm still going Mike all day, man. I still think if Mike gets to do one good shot,
Of course.
I think it's over, man. But
It's shameful. It's disgusting. It's weird. It's a stain on boxing, especially when we got all this Devin Haney, Shakur, Garcia, Javante. We got all this stuff going on. Terrence Crawford, all this stuff, all this other shit to focus on when it comes to boxing, and we have this fucking circus here, right? Because Mike Tyson might take the L, and we don't want to see him take the L against Jake Paul.
He better not take that L, bro. Godly, he better not take no L, bro. Seriously.
It's shame. I agree with everything Grip just said and that Chris just said, and because we don't know if this is a real fight or not. Even though you said you said, hey, it's a real fight, it's really sanctioned, it's gonna go on the records, but we don't know. We don't know if this is really a social media fight or is it an actual real fight. We don't know. We don't know if this is scripted or not. Yeah. And that's the issue I'll have with it. It's not, Jake Paul still hasn't fought anyone real, like any, and I'm tired of acting like Jake Paul's a real boxer.
Oh, I've never said that. I'll never say that.
Yeah, none of y'all have said that, but I'm tired of other people either acting like that or, I'm tired of him getting these pay. I'm not a pocket watcher. I'm not trying to hate on the man's money. But it's ridiculous that they can get paydays for these clown bouts You know what I'm saying? And not for actual fights. But that's the fault.
Chris,
That's the fault. But that's the fault of a lot of promoters in boxing. That's boxing's fault. That's the fault of the top ranks and PBC and Mayweather Promotions, all these other promotions. That's a lot of their fault. And you say, well, why are you blaming PBC and Mayweather and Top Rank and all? It's because a lot of these guys have had problems with their own fighters. You know what I'm saying? And Tank was with Mayweather, and then he had to leave Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Because he was getting into it with Floyd and all that. And it's like, the promoters can't. They just play too many games. They allow boxers to dodge and pick and choose opponents
which
and
I
duck
hate.
and duck opponents for years. As we talked about a couple weeks ago, there's too many sanctioning bodies, too many belts. It
Too many.
Way
it
too
needs
many.
it needs to be streamlined. And so it's boxing's fault that you have an opening for UFC, MMA, and then for these clown exhibition stuff. Like why is KSI versus whoever getting any play? Like like why can they have an exhibition boxing match and actually get a pay-per-view going? Like how is that even possible? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand that type of stuff. And then some of it is on the boxers. Ryan Garcia is actually entertaining, and he was willing to play the victim. He was willing to play like he was crazy to promote the fight.
He whooped Haney's ass. I'm
And
saying it.
Haney is not totally a likable person. And I'm not saying he's a dislikable person,
He's a
but
boring champion.
he's kind of boring, right? And then his father is a piece of shit. His father is an ass. I don't like his father. I really don't.
Yeah, his father talks too much crap.
And his father talks too much crap. And I was watching a live with his pops and Floyd Mayweather talking. And when Floyd Mayweather sounds like the responsible, more reasonable person, and you you going at it with Floyd, and Floyd sounds more responsible and reasonable than you. That come on, there's a problem there, bro. When Floyd sounds like the reasonable guy, he sounds like the adult in the room. I mean, his pops is what 50, 60, and
Yeah.
he acts like a damn 21-year-old, like on the mic, like it's ridiculous.
Crazy, man. Shout out. What's up, big gang? He said, what's up, fellas? Man, we got a Angel Hall. This is Ashanti or Alicia Keys. Who is more beautiful? Hard choice. Definitely. Wow.
Right now, Ashanti got it pregnant. No.
Yeah.
At this moment, I gotta go. I gotta go with Ashanti at this moment myself.
At this point in time, right now, yeah, probably Ashanti. Probably Ashanti. Yeah. Yeah. No disrespect to Alicia Keys, but I think that's kind of come and gone.
Or Ashanti.
It's kind of come and gone. I'm on the team Ashanti on that one. I don't know, man. Again, I hope it's not. I hope it's not a bullshit fight. I hope no one is taking a dive. You know, and then just like y'all say, because you can't look at Jake Paul as a real boxer, especially in not to say that Mike Tyson is a real boxer, but damn, Mike is damn near 60 years old. And you about 30 years younger than him. That's not even that really even shouldn't be right in boxing
Man,
standards.
that's why it's so shameful. It shouldn't even been a fight. It shouldn't.
Well,
Even,
yeah. Well, how is it sanctioned? How is it getting licensed by a boxing federation in Texas? Like,
I
how is
don't know.
Texas? How is the boxing federation sanctioning this as a real fight, as a real boxing fight? I mean, it's
Right.
obviously all money. Is
I mean, money
wait, wait,
talks, bro.
wait. What'd you just say about rank?
So they're not even ranked. Are they even ranked?
Let's
No,
see.
no.
Oh,
Jake is definitely not ranked.
yeah.
And Tyson is
Man,
pretty much retired, so there's no rank for him right there. So it's like
Yeah, right. Yeah.
it's a mess. It's a fucking mess.
Keithy's. Oh, what up? What up, dude? In the building. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, man. So y'all, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, but that is what it is. People, that's my 3 points right there. MCXP Radio. Make sure you guys are tuning in, logging in. Appreciate everybody with the comments, everybody that's watching right now. Most deaf, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. But look, going to my next thing, man. Winners and losers. Here we go, man. Let's get this. Let me set this up. Here we go. Winners and losers, baby. All right, man. So look for the winners and losers. We have been talking about this. If y'all don't know, man, like I said, these are my brothers from other mothers. We talk every day. Got our talk, our chat, man. We chop this stuff up. But the hottest thing that everybody named mom was talking about right now is this beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Now, Drake came out with I really don't know who's the one that threw the shots first. I don't know that.
If
Uh,
if you believe the rumors, Kendrick has been shooting at Drake for like 10 years, but it's only been it's only been like prominent since this his verse on that Future and Metro song like that. So that
okay.
considered that as the first shot.
Now look, I remember that one cipher that they had from the West Coast that
Yeah.
Kendrick was on, and
The
he kind of made a mention of
yeah.
Drake in that one. And then I guess the control verse that he did on Big Sean's record. I remember that as well. But I hear about this song that he did with Metro and Future and everything like that. I hear what Kendrick does on this. I'm like, okay. Drake comes back, he does his, and also that tailor-made freestyle, which I heard ended up getting taken down because of I guess the copyrights of
Yeah.
using people's voices and stuff like that. Um, and I will say, and I listened to that, it was clever, but it felt off to me.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. What is the tailor made? I wasn't a fan of that. I do like push ups. That was good.
Yeah, yeah. Push-ups is push-ups is good.
Yeah.
Push-ups is good. The tailor made kind of threw me off when he was using the pocket Snoop verses. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. That's
You know,
weird. It weirded us out too.
yeah, that was very weird. But everybody has been talking about the response that Kendrick has came back with the Euphoria. And man, I probably listened to this shit about. I'm not lying, man. I know I told you guys 5 times. Within that last time I told you that, I probably listened to another 3, maybe 4 times. I'm gonna just say average of 10 at this point. Um, it's funny because looking on the Twitter, looking on all this other stuff, you can actually tell who's siding with who. It's so very clear cut, very easy to see. All the Drake stands, they don't, of course, they don't like they don't like the Kendrick diss, and I feel like it just goes all over their heads. I just feel like they just can't pick up on a lot of the things that Kendrick says. Um,
They're willingly ignoring it. It's not that they can't pick it up. They're just trying to discredit it.
I can't
They
say it's
know it.
because it's
They can't. Yeah, they can't say it's fire because it's going against their goat. So it's. I don't think that is that they're. I don't think that they're being dumb. They're playing dumb.
hmm, hmm. I'm gonna ask y'all, man, what when y'all heard this, when y'all heard it for the first time, what was y'all's initial reaction to the
Uh,
Euphoria?
it was it. I knew it was gonna take multiple listens before I even clicked on it. You seen how long that shit was. Pause. And I knew it was gonna take multiple listens. I've only heard it twice, and then I heard uh Joe Budden and then break it down too.
Heard
Um,
that too.
but it it was really really good because it was so layered. It wasn't like because you know how back in the day they had like it's Ether versus Takeover, and Takeover was more factual based, so it wasn't like we dancing or making fun of a nigga. Whereas Ether was a little more jokey and shit, right?
Mhm.
And that's how I look at just Kendrick and Drake shit. Kendrick came with a Takeover style type of diss track, and it's filled with so much shit about this nigga Drake. Like it's fucking he went crazy. He went crazy. He went crazy. Not, and I don't want to say because I'm biased because you're from the same city, but at the same time, no, I like Drake, but I have to go with fucking King Kunta over here and shit. You know what it is.
Yeah,
And
he read for the West.
at the same time of being so layered, it should be frightening for Drake because Kendrick is still saying inside of all of that he's holding back.
More shit. Yeah.
He's still
That's
saying
crazy.
he's still saying that he knows more.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, I'm on the side of Team Kendrick. I don't give a damn what y'all say. I've never really, truly, ever really been a Drake fan like that. Um, kind of and it's funny because I'm kind of in the mix of what Kendrick said. I'm more of a fan. I would be more of a fan of Drake if he just kind of did, his little pop weak, melodic kind of all that kind of ish. Anytime he tries to act hard and everything like that, like it shuts me completely down. Because I'm like, bro, you don't live that life, bro. You're not that hard. You don't scare anybody. Like, nah, bro.
Drake came out with Lil Wayne though, like for all I'm from real hood niggas, Lil Wayne, baby, Ron Williams, all them niggas. Like, so these are real hood niggas, right? You know what I'm saying? So he got co-signed. It's kind of like, Eminem getting co-signed by 50 and Dr. Dre or whatever. And well, actually 50 got co-signed by Eminem, but so let me rephrase that. But it's kind of like Eminem getting co-signed by Dr. Dre, right? So Drake came in with Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne was already gangster, already talking gangster shit, street shit, drug dealer shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Carter and all that, all these different references and gang shit, Bloods and Suwoo and all, whatever.
Okay.
I mean that's
So
exactly
Dr-
what we're talking
But
about.
you're kind of saying what Kendrick is saying. Like he quote unquote adopted this culture to make
right.
himself be hard. This is a guy from y'all and I know I'm not saying y'all. I'm talking to like everybody that's watching this video. Everybody that's going to be watching this video. We're talking about this young guy that was the actor of Little Jimmy in Degrassi. Like this nigga's been weak, bro. Like like come on, bro. You can tell that he has a whole face change. It ain't the same face that he has because his old face looked like a damn
wait,
muskrat.
wait, you think he changed his whole face?
Fuck yes. Look at old pictures from Drake to what he looks like
I mean, he just
now. It's
didn't
a
he just
complete
fade.
difference.
He didn't just mature and get older and
Fuck no.
I believe all that body shit though. They saying he got the abs put in and all that shit. I do believe that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
This nigga-
Yeah, he did. This
Who's in
nigga
the
paints his fingernails. He's putting rainbow barrettes in his hair. taking zesty
So
photos on Instagram.
so his whole shit is just a facade. Like he's just a complete facade from the beginning.
I think
I asked y'all
yeah,
that. Yep.
side, but everything else is just it's artistry and entertainment. But I think when it comes to the I'm tough and all that shit, like no one, I don't think Drake is tough. Like he might be, but I don't think he is. I'm not afraid to shoot the Pharaoh with him. Like at my old ass and shit. I'm not afraid. Like he doesn't scare me
He doesn't strike fear in nobody, bro.
in none. Like not even in his
None.
raps. Like
None.
not,
Okay, there's a dude that I follow on X Twitter, and he's from Toronto apparently. This Q Ali guy or Q something like that, right? This guy, I mean, he was pretty much saying the same thing, and he's apparently a lot of people are kind of agreeing with him, and it sounds like he's coming from a position where he actually knows what he's talking about since he's Canadian himself. He's from Toronto, and he's saying that we let Drake get away with claiming Toronto and claiming hood shit for way too long, that he came from upper class neighborhood, that he was from Forest Hill or something like that, and not actually from Toronto, not actually from the gutter of Toronto. So like he didn't have the love from the actual, let's say, hood of Toronto. I don't know if Toronto is hood at all. It don't necessarily sound hood to me. I don't understand how Canada could be, but everywhere has a ghetto, I guess, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying, or whatever, or an authentic kind of area where it's just more from the bottom. So he's saying,
Right.
I don't
Right.
know how we ever let him claim that he came up from the bottom when he's always had money. He grew up around white people. He grew up in white culture. He didn't necessarily grow up in black culture. Now, yes, he had a father that was a singer and an artist and everything like that, but he didn't necessarily live with that man. You know what I'm saying? Like for most of his life or whatever. And you know, they were saying, this guy is not like a cardinal official or some of the other Toronto rappers. I don't know all their names that they were naming. Like these guys are more authentic Toronto, and we've allowed Drake to get away with claiming kind of the hood, or claiming hard, when we all know that he's never been that.
Mm-hmm.
And
We
this
can
is
we,
coming
we
from
look at it.
this is coming from people in Toronto. So it's not me saying that. I would have
That's
to
that.
pull up I would have to pull up his tweets to actually see what he said.
But it's credible though because of where Broken is from, right? So like we from like the gangbang capital of the fucking world and shit. Like it takes like 6 degrees of separation between any random black person and a gang member. So when we see stuff like what Drake has been doing, it's like we can already tell that's not it because we've been around it already. We've seen it already.
I
So
ain't even been around it like that, and I can see.
I haven't really been around it either, but you know what's real and what's not. And that don't seem real. It seems like he's just an entertainer and an artist, and he makes good music, and he should stick to that. The tough shit, you gotta leave that alone.
But he takes on this facade of acting like that he's tough. And I mean, kudos if you want to drop your nuts, man, and go after somebody who's probably really about their life, or he has done some things in their life like that with Kendrick. I mean, all kudos to you, dog. But I personally, I was feeling Rick Ross when he said, "Dog, don't respond." Ross said, "Dog, don't do it. Just leave it alone. Go back to doing what you do. Just leave it alone, bro." Because I'm telling that again that and I was looking on Twitter. They were saying that Euphoria has topped. I think it's like the number one single now. Like it topped like over like 8 million views like within like the 2 days or whatever the case may be. Like it was just mad crazy numbers that it was doing. And look,
And it's a lot of coping by his fans, and trying to say it doesn't have replay value when most of it have already listened to. You said you listened to it 10 or more times. I've already
Yeah,
listened
bro.
to it. I've listened to it probably 5 myself. I know Chris has probably listened to it the same amount or even more. I mean, the replay value is there simply because of how deep and layered it is. Like we've been saying, like so you have to have multiple listens just to understand, just to see what all he's saying. I guarantee Drake himself has listened to it 10 times. I guarantee that. I can
Oh
guarantee
yeah,
Drake is a guy who cares. He cares about his image. His image has
very
been
much.
his image has been carefully crafted crafted throughout the years and through social media, through managers, through a team of people, and he's had help from the industry, from the radio stations, from A&Rs, from different producers. You know what I'm saying? And who else do we know? There's a lot of other allegations that I don't know if y'all want to get into about who else is funding him or behind him or secretly protecting him, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But even regardless of all that, we know that he cares about his image, right? So he
Very
listened
much
to
so.
we know he listened to it a lot, right? So
He had to.
he had to.
Had no choice to. Yeah,
He
had no
has to. He
choice.
Yes.
has to respond to it.
If
So he
he's
had.
gonna respond, yeah, if he's gonna respond, he has to break it down himself. He has to analyze it and break down what it's saying. You can't tell somebody they's lying unless you know exactly what they said about you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And granddaughter, the Kendrick versus Drake must be a younger generation thing. I don't get it. Why discussing about the dudes or whatever the issues are? I feel you, but granddaughter, this
It's
is
hip hop.
hip hop, bro. This is hip hop.
Yeah, it's hip hop. It's
This
It
is
ain't
hip
no
this,
hop.
this
beef.
I
Just
do.
two big
I do.
niggas, strong niggas going at it. That's what the
yeah,
coach wants to see.
yeah, yeah. And what makes it even more beautiful is that Drake dropped these records, and I think all of us were just expecting. I'm not even gonna lie. I was expecting Kendrick to respond. I was hoping that he was going to respond, but I didn't know when he was going to respond. So I halfway just stopped thinking about it altogether. I was just like,
I'm gonna
I
respond
didn't
to.
think he would. I didn't think he would. I actually didn't think he would
I think either.
respond until I kept saying Glasses Malone saying that something is coming. Because I also follow Glasses Malone, and Glasses Malone been saying for a week that he will respond. Something is coming. Don't worry. Like something is coming, and it's gonna be devastating. So when Glasses Malone kept insisting that something was coming, I was like, okay, well, something is coming.
J Rock and Daylight, they saying that something was coming too, but even with that, I didn't even feel like because to me, Kendrick is the better rapper and the better artist. Drake is just more popular and it's good music too, but so that helps. But I didn't the like that and the push not like that the push-ups and the fucking tailor-made freestyle that didn't necessarily warrant a response from me because they're not that good, especially tailor-made, and they came
mhm.
out really quick. I'm happy he responded, but at the
Yeah,
same,
we don't think it's good though, but
yeah, I don't think it's that good. I didn't think it. I thought it was good. I thought it was cool, but I didn't think it was like worth Kendrick going to the booth and crafting something. I didn't think it was worth that. Um, I still kind of don't now because this beef has been going on for too long for me to really be committed to and shit. Like you
Well,
gonna end
well,
the nigga.
to me, it's almost as if he was poking the bear. I kind of agree with you. Kendrick didn't necessarily have to respond at all. Personally, I was thinking Kendrick was still winning it regardless without
Mm-hmm.
him even saying anything.
Saying
You
nothing.
see what I'm saying? But with the fact where even after on that tailor made freestyle when Drake was like, "You better come back with something," hey, it better have some double entendres, some quadruple entendres in it. Boom, boom. Like he kept poking, 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 and I think Kendrick was just like, "Okay, nigga, I'm just let you know who I am real quick." and put you on your ass and just let you know who you fucking with. Boom.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
I think people dismiss how popular Drake is, and I think people kind of dismiss like how many fans he really does have and how many diehards are gonna, I think the way social media is set up, Kendrick had to. I always was of the point that he had to respond. I always said that from the beginning. I said no, he's not winning by not saying anything. You can't win if you don't say anything. That was my position because people were saying that, well, he don't even have to say nothing. He's still winning. No, nigga, you can't win if you don't say anything. Nigga, this is a rap battle. Nigga, you have to rap to win a rap battle. You can't win. You can't win. You can't win a rap battle without rapping. That's
I mean,
just
he
my
already he
opinion.
rapped though. I mean, I like that. He got his shit off.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, but you're right though. You can't. I mean, even though I don't think he was going to respond, like you're right. He just can't let this shit just go off into the sunset and just be like, well, fuck these niggas. Like he has to respond. I just didn't think those songs warranted a response because they're just not good. I'm anxious to see what Drake has to come back with.
Grandizer says we didn't have these issues when we listened to Motown, funk, disco, soul.
All them R&B niggas was fucking dissing each other too.
They was though. They were low key. They yeah. It was a lot of behind the scenes dissing and sleeping with each other's girls and wives
Bro,
and
they was
stuff like
fucking
that.
no,
They was
bro,
doing wild
bro,
shit, bro.
Super
They
wild.
was, bro.
bro, best friend died, and he fucked
I'm talking about Bobby Womack, man.
Bobby Womack, yeah.
he fucked his wife or something like that. He drove to the funeral wearing his suit, driving his fucking car, and then he divorced his wife and married the dude's daughter or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
come on,
And
bro.
then the mom shot the nigga for getting with the daughter. Them Motown niggas, them old school niggas, they wasn't singing to each other and shit. They was really doing that shit. I'm about to fuck. That's what I'm about to do.
Yeah,
no, but one of the songs, the nigga song, like loosely alluded to it though. You shouldn't trust me. You shouldn't trust me so much.
I wish you didn't trust me so much.
Yeah, I wish you didn't trust niggas.
Yeah.
Hey, see, they
I'm the
hit
best
shit.
friend he's got. Yeah.
They hit
the shirt
shit.
off my back. I know that joint, dog.
Hey, they
scumbag shit right there.
Oh man, that whole song, telling you, bro. He telling you, like real talk.
They hit shit in a subliminal. It was a lot of subliminal shit. Like they said shit without naming that. And I mean that's cool. I mean, that's a way to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's not act like
He's getting it eaten.
At the grand scheme of it, fellas, man, I'm just gonna say, Kendrick, thank you for doing this.
To be fair, real quick though. To be fair, what the gentleman just said though, they weren't necessarily out here shooting and killing each other and stuff like that, and just having straight West Coast, East Coast beefs and label beefs and gang beefs and shooting 100 shots at each other and shit like that, and fucking, fighting, fist fighting and getting into gunshots outside of clubs and stuff like that. So he is right with that on that. He's right. I'm not gonna totally dismiss that comment.
No. But we just know it did go down. It did go down behind the scenes. But again, man, Kendrick, man, we thank you for this, man, for the culture, bro. Like real talk. I think we got us and this is probably, I'm not gonna say it's
no, but rap needed this. Rap needed this though, right?
Yeah,
like you said,
I'm not saying it was as strong as what it was back in the day, like when we had the Tupac and the Biggie and stuff like that. But rap has been kind of a bland thing, and we've had guys who are juggernauts in the game for a long time now, and this just kind of reignited a lot of stuff. Like, man, I've been jamming Kendrick, bro, like the last couple of days, like just album wise, just.
Hey, I've been listening to Future shit. I mean that fucking That Future album, was it we don't like you, and then
We don't like you. We don't trust you.
we
We
don't
don't
trust you,
trust you.
and then we still don't trust you. I mean, both of those are good. That Future and Metro Boomin shit, that shit is good. That shit is actually good music.
Good stuff, man. Look, I'm about to end the show. I appreciate Chris and Brian, Broken man, coming through, kicking it with me, man. Appreciate everybody that is tuned in. Look, all of y'all that are tuning in right now, please, man, go ahead and hit that follow button, man. Hit the like button, hit the bell. So anytime that this show comes on, that you guys can come out and check it out. Definitely appreciate everybody that has put up the comments, all of that good stuff, man. I appreciate it. Please follow me. Follow my guys right here, man. As you can see, they got their X's up, man. So make sure you follow them. Follow the BGSE network, man. We always doing big things, doing what we always do best. I always like to end the show, man, to tell you guys, man, that, if you suffer from anything mental health, something like that, man, make sure you guys get some help. Man, this stuff is real out there. So please get some help. If you know somebody, man, and know somebody that knows somebody, always seek out that information what you can. You can always holler at some friends sometimes. They can tell you some things, man, that you might want to hear. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's good to talk to somebody that don't know you, man, to tell you some things that you may need to hear. But on everything, man, for myself, for all my homies, man, for Chris, for Brian, man, we definitely finna get out of here. One last thing, Drake. We don't want to hear you say nigga no more.
Zip it.
With that, y'all, I'm out, man. Y'all take it easy, man. Peace.
Cruising in a Rari with the hair and nails and toes done. Always keep it stylish. Never gonna give me.
We're gonna make a lot of women mad at this one, but it's all right.